Cool. You can hear me, yeah?
I can hear you, bro. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, all good. All right, let's get started. How's your day been, bro?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Caught a few. I caught a nice sell
On gold,
on
didn't it? I saw.
gold,
Yeah.
200 pips. Like, to be honest with you, I could have managed to trade a bit better. I did partial out a bit, but I
Okay.
let it come back up to break even. But you learn from them mistakes, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. This morning we was looking at USD CAD. I'm not sure if you've had it marked up, but this is the only trade that I'm in right now. We got in today at FOMC. That 7 o'clock candle tapped us in. So this is one I'll just throw a little bit of risk, $57 into this. Just gonna see what it does.
Yeah.
Main thing is because we're bullish times two over here. So that's why I've got half risk then, and on the lower time frame, I'm watching the schematic coming in. Okay, so I'm watching the schematic coming in. I do need to get a booth now for me to enter with the remaining half risk.
Boost break of order flow, is it? Yeah.
Break of order flow, yeah. So we can see here right now, low, new low. So this is what's holding that. So what we do need to get is that booth up here. And then when price does come down, to get another entry in here to go up higher. So that's what we're gonna see. We've got news tomorrow and we've got news Friday as well. So let's see what that does. But other than that, cool. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into some back testing.
Amazing, man.
Before
Appreciate you having us on, bro.
No worries, man. Before what's it called? Zach
Zach.
starts his last session of the week, so we can have enough time to jump on that. I did see. So I've when yesterday he was talking about that NZD chef. I did make a note to kind of do some of my own back testing on that. So, we can do it now, or we can do some other
Was it me
pair.
that was on? Was it me on about NZD chef? Yeah.
Mm,
I don't
you
think it
know,
was.
the
Was it?
one, the one yesterday.
I was on about GJ.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. I don't think no. He started off the call with NZD chef by himself. I don't think anybody asked for it.
Ah, right. Yeah, I thought you meant me, mate. Sorry, bro.
Oh, no, yeah. So we could look at that unless you have you got any other pair that you wanted to have a look at together?
Well, I've got GJ that I'm looking at. I did have. Where have we got here? So I had an area. Obviously, we are bearish on GJ. I had an area between 153, 178, 79. Obviously, that got collapsed because noticed on the weekly we had some equal highs
Mm-hmm.
that we've took out.
Yeah.
We took out previously on that, not the weekly. Sorry, is it the daily?
So I don't know if we're looking at the same thing, but let me show you my markup on GJ. GJ. So GJ is on the back burner for now.
I'm gonna lie, it's KJ. I'm on a completely different pair. Bro.
Oh yeah, KJ is also on the back burner for me, bro.
Yeah.
I got hit. My stop loss got hit on that intraday sell. But that was I mean, there's nothing I could have done on that. Everything was lining up. Do you know what I mean? The play was clean, it just didn't happen. Cool. So I did look at this area. We are in this weekly 80% right now. Candle. Did I do it right? I don't think monthly, I think. Oh sorry, yeah, monthly. We are in that monthly 80%. Okay,
Yeah.
right banging. So let me change that real quick. Monthly. So we're in that at the same time, I believe when we go down to the 3-day. So to me, the way I'm looking at this is, so this is that last push down, okay, and we can see this is that booth, that break of order flow here, and this was the cause of it, right? So we can see that this was the mitigation of that. So really, this has been mitigated. So I was looking, let me clean that up for, yeah. So I'm looking for a distribution up in here, but I'm not looking for price to tap into this area at all. Because to me, I think this has all been mitigated up in here.
So you're looking for a distribution anywhere in that
So
area?
yeah, exactly. So I'm just looking for oops, I'm just looking for a distribution in here and price not touching up in here, basically. So if we get that, I think on the 1 hour it's currently printing something. So that would be good because we're bearish ×2 right now, high time frame and intraday, which is great. And for price to distribute itself to come back down into here,
Yeah.
that's a good deal, mate.
I actually took an initial entry on GJ. I did secure a little bit of profit, and then it moved back to break even. But I have another target of we're nearly at the area now. So my second entry on the 1 hour time frame is a previous area supply, and my entry is 154994. But if you were to go on to the 4 hour,
Yeah.
is it 4 hour? Zoom right out. Is it 4 hour? If you can see, we have a distribution last point of supply.
Where we are
See
right
how we've
now or further back?
see how we've invalidated all the supply. We've just had that big push right up.
Oh, right now you're talking about.
Yeah, right in that area now. So if you went all the way to the left, you would see there's that distribution there that pushed in. That pushed in. It was a cause of something. It was a cause of a break of structure.
Okay, all right. As I said, for right now, it's not showing us the sign of strength. Sorry, sign of weakness at
Sign
all.
of weakness, I know. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
so it's
I'm
not.
waiting for the distribution in this area personally,
Yeah,
like.
exactly. So as you know, it can come up higher into this, maybe like to the premium of the intraday, and then maybe distribute itself. But we'll find out. That's why it's just chilling right now.
Yeah,
Not doing anything much with it. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, we've got these Asian lows that we can work with. So
yeah.
yeah, that's cool. All right, let's see then what we can do.
So is it
Uh,
what? So what's your name? I know it's GK, isn't it? What's your proper name?
oh, my actual name.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's Gaurav. It's Gaurav, bro.
yeah, yeah.
First initial of it.
All right, go on. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So is it you just do you trade Wyckoff, or do you, with obviously institutional, or do you just you do a bit of both? So will you look for institutional entries, or you trade schematics as well?
I trade. You follow Mike, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly like Mike, bro. So I'm in his group, in his IM group, and we follow like that. So you could say, the same way Zach trades. So a little bit of smart money, a little bit of Wyckoff included, structure entries, yeah, things like that. Did you hear me, bro? Can you hear me? I think you've gone quiet. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, you can hear us now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
was saying I'm like I'm not part of like obviously I know you invited me into Discord, bro, and I appreciate it. But obviously, I'm not
Hmm.
part of your community. I'm like part of like a community called the Flight Club. But I remember speaking to you on
Yeah,
Instagram, and you gave me the link
yeah.
to join the Discord, bro. So I do appreciate that, man.
No, it's cool, man. I know it's Rise, isn't it? Is
It's
it
what,
right?
sorry?
The creator of Flight Club. It's like isn't it
Brad.
Bradley?
Bradley
Bradley,
Marchant, yeah.
yeah, Bradley. I know him. I know him. And then who's the other guy? Isn't it Rise or
Rory.
Roar?
No,
Okay.
Reese. It was Reese, wasn't it? But he's left.
Ah, he left. Okay,
He
cool.
left to go to what was the other network marketing company called?
But
B.
B, yeah, yeah, B, yeah.
He left to go to B, and then he's obviously come back. I think he's come back to IM now, but in somewhere
Ah,
a different community somewhere else.
okay, okay, cool. Nonetheless, man, we gotta be on our own lane. Do you know what I mean? Um,
100%, man.
focus on what you're doing. His journey ain't gonna affect yours.
Nah.
Cool. So let's look at what we can work on. Let's
So,
look
bro,
at,
would you mind doing a bit of like a top down, because I can see schematics. It's finding them in areas that validate price
yeah.
action, if that makes sense.
I
Like
think
obviously, anyone can go onto any pair and find the
yeah.
distribution and play out of that, but it's finding valid ones in areas. So would you mind? I'll get my pen and a bit of paper, and we'll do maybe a bit of a top down. Would you mind?
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. That's cool. I think I was starting on doing something like this. Actually, did you manage to have a look at that thing that I put down? That
I was
PDF,
looking through it today on my phone. Your weekly back test.
the Forex flow, yeah.
AUD, was it some AUD?
No, it wasn't. It was. Was it
it
EUD?
was
I can't
AUD,
remember.
it's not AUD, I think.
No, it was GBP AUD. Yeah, it was GBP
Yeah,
AUD. I did do it.
yeah. I
Yeah, I done
remember
it top.
I was looking down on that. I'm gonna have a proper read through. When I seen you post the link, I was on my phone. You see, yeah. So
Okay. Do you want me to do a top down on that? Because there was a good top down on this one, mate.
well, you can
Um,
do. Well, just
Actually,
whatever, mate.
no.
I'll
So
read through
no,
that anyway.
because you have this one already. Let me do another top down. There was one that had a great lesson to it. We can do that one.
Okay.
Cool. So Euro NZD was a great one. I wonder if I've got it. I'm going to leave my thing up in here. So this one is a great one in terms of, as what you said, top down, number one, in terms of structure play, number two, and in terms of the market cycle, number three, and number four, in terms of the fractality of the markets, right? So what I'll do is, let me see if I can pull up a fresh one. Then we can compare it. So
How long have you been trading for?
coming up to 2018 was when I started.
No way. How old are you, bro?
23.
No way,
23.
man. That's mad. That.
What
I'm
about you?
27, 26, man. I've been
Oh wow.
26, and I've done a bit of trade. I've been in IM now for about coming up 15 months, but I've done a bit of trading in about 2018 myself. I went and paid like about $3,000 for a course with what's it called again? That Greg Secker.
Oh, learn to trade.
Learn to trade, bro. Biggest load of bullshit I've ever seen. Paid for in my life. Do you know what I mean? Got
Oh, I
absolutely
did.
ripped off. It's man, but it's always interested us. You know what I mean? But done a bit of signals group and that. But when I actually got in touch with Rory, who's in the Fight Club, is my upline. He
Yeah.
showed me what we were doing, and the education is just phenomenal, man. We've just jumped off a call with John Fibonacci.
John. Oh yeah. I done a call with him as well. He's sick.
He's just done a call with us there, literally.
He's sick.
For
He's
the
sick.
Fight Club. Good.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Keep leaning on these guys, man. Keep leaning on them, and then but don't like keep lean on them. And then start flying, bro. Like just
Yeah.
go on your own because that's gonna be your biggest breakthrough, man. Honestly. Yeah. I still
But
tap
what I'm
into these
doing at the
guys.
moment, bro, is I'm taking my own trades. I'm not taking anyone else's trades.
Yeah.
Are my own. Like at the minute, I'm doing my forex funds evaluation phase at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. That's sick.
So I'm still in phase one at the moment. Like,
Cool. All right, Lip. So let's get into it, mate. Right. So we can see this is Euro NZD, right? So Euro NZD low, pushed in a new low here. So this is what was holding structure. Pushed in a new low here. So this is what was holding structure. Then had that up move. We have got bullish structure here on the higher time frame.
yeah.
So we're up. Higher time frame extreme. Price comes back
You're
down.
starting on the you're starting on the monthly. So you'll start on the monthly, and then you'll obviously find out what your bias is on the monthly, weekly, daily. Is that right? Yeah.
No. So I actually start on the free day, bro. I start on the free day down. Because monthly or week, sometimes if it's not as clear, then I jump off to the weekly. I barely do monthly, but I'm just doing one. I mean, watch this, bro. Yeah. So I'm currently on the monthly right now, on a weekly. If you understand the market cycle, nothing changes because so that was
Yeah.
on the monthly. The only reason I was on the monthly is because it looked much cleaner. But uh, what is it?
Yeah. So you want to
Watch
start
this.
like
So
weekly? Yeah.
low, price pushing a new low or here. So this was holding it high. So this is the higher time frame extreme, price pushing a new low here. Okay, and we can see the accumulation happening, free drive. Okay, and then price pushed in a new high here. And we can see the reaccumulation here. Okay, so we
Yeah.
can see the reaccumulation here. So just to clean this up a little bit and just to focus on the actual price that we need to focus on. So this bit right here is telling us everything. Okay, and again, I'm gonna jump it up just to make it cleaner like this. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have got, this is what's holding structure. Okay, holding high time frame structure right now.
Yeah.
We've got, what is it, bullish intraday break of structure over here. Okay, and whoops, and we can clearly see the attempt to distribute but turn into reaccumulation. Okay, and this is what's holding. What is this holding? Lower time frame. Holding lower time frame, and this right here is holding intraday. Okay, those are those three time frames that I care about. So okay, just to put down like that. So right now, what we're playing is this. High time frame.
Like how you do that, because that's good to know. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, see, you could be marking all the charts up and then you forget where you are because you've
Yeah,
been waiting for that long. Do you know what I mean? So it's good that you're putting it up there. Eh?
yeah, 100%. So something that I used to kind of struggle with was, when you go down into those lower time frame, you get so caught up with what price is doing right now that you forget the overall bigger pictures. But with something like this,
Yeah,
because it's anchored, when I go down to like the 30 minutes, it's there with me. So before I take an entry, I'm like to myself, okay, does this go with my plan, kind of thing? Okay,
it's there. You want to be
so
buying in.
yeah,
Yeah,
so we can see accumulation, right? So we can clearly see the market cycle here: accumulation, reaccumulation, and then we can see this distribution happening here. Now, right now, so we're bullish times 3. We can go ahead and look for an entry. So so we've got 760. So let's go into what is holding lower time frame now. Okay, and again, just to make this everything quicker, 760 was that last point. Okay, we can see that here, right? This is the full volume candle, or
yeah.
the institution candle, whatever you want to call it. And this is the 7-6 minute, and again 50 to 80, 50%, 760 minute.
So that's one thing I struggle on as well. You know, finding the full volume candle. That I don't suppose you just go like you don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you? Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes you do, bro. Sometimes you have to,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to. Like the
Does
one.
it does it not always does it not work the same though if you do wick to wick? Is it not the same?
What do you mean if you was to do this wick to
Yeah,
wick?
so say you're on the 760 there, if you went to the 3 hour or whatever, you're gonna have a bit of wick in there, aren't you? In that candle.
Okay, let's see. So you're saying something like this,
Would you not do
700.
50% of the full move? No.
So let me try find a candle that's okay, cool. So that 12 hour is very close to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're telling me if you want to do that to, what was it? That, yeah. So wick to wick from there, yeah.
Yeah.
You happy with that? Maybe a little bit up there. You
Nah,
happy with
not.
this?
What is that? It there? Bang on.
No, it's not. So this is, let me change the color a little bit then. So, okay, there you go. So this is your 12-hour one. Yeah, the pink one, and
Yeah.
the blue and the green one is the 761. Yeah.
It's mad,
So
isn't it? You can see that it's a bit out there.
yeah, that's the pink 50%, 50%, 12-hour. 50, 80%, 12 hour. Right, and then we're going to look at the difference in a second. So I can go ahead and delete that. I can go ahead and delete that. Okay. So right now, let's look at this. So we have got coming back out. So structure, we're bullish times 3, lower time frame. This was holding lower time frame. This was holding intraday, and this was holding lower time frame. So what does that mean? Let's look at our projections. So price could come down here, give us option 1, which is accumulate and go up, or distribute, okay, and then come down into the intraday, or come down into higher time frame. Either way. Okay, so if it does that, if it does the first one, perfect, we'll have a limit set. Why do we have a limit set? Because we're bullish times 3, so half risk there, and then half risk on the accumulation that is going to be printed on the lower time frame. If it distributes, we'll catch the last point of supply entry to come down into intraday. Once when you come down into intraday, we'll have 2 options. Option 1, close half volume, and then option 2, hedge. Okay, hedge into that buy. Why? Because then will be higher time frame bullish and intraday bullish. The only thing that would have been broken would have been the lower time frame, which holds the least importance. Does that make sense? Yeah. So we'll hedge into that. So that's the plan of attack in a sense. And again, let's treat this like this is where price is right now. So we already know what we're going to be risking. We already know our point of interest, our point of entry, and we're already going to know our plan of attack. So now all we have to do is just wait. So we wait. At the same time, what we need to happen first and foremost is, yep, we need price to make a new high over here. That's going to be the lower time frame high. Okay, there you go. So we do have a lower time frame high broken. Perfect. So now this area holds significance. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, because not only did it do that, look at what it did. It broke the bullish intraday as well as the lower time frame. So there's a significant point down there, as well as it's in a demand zone because we have reaccumulated there. Okay, cool. Now all we have to do is wait. Actually, at this point, before we do anything, we can go ahead and place our limit there now, half risk.
Yeah.
So there's nothing stopping us there because it's done everything we needed it to do.
So basically, obviously we're identifying structure in that there, and then on the lower time frame, we've seen an accumulation. So we identify the full body spring candle, full volume spring candle, wait for the breaker structure.
Yep.
And then we can place our find 80 or 50% and then place your limit on there.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Literally can't get any easier than that, mate. Where's the I don't come off this. We're just gonna find out the risk amount and then we're gonna put that in. So again, so the way I backtest is I'm treating this as if I'm taking an actual trade. You're breaking up a little bit.
Sorry, bro, I'm saying I don't even use a lot size calculator. I work it out myself because I find that lot size calculators can over leverage your account slightly.
It can do what?
Over leverage your accounts, not over leverage, but you obviously say if you want to risk 1%, then you could potentially be risking like 1.2% with a lot size calculator.
Okay, to be honest, I don't use this. I use the inbuilt calculator.
The inbuilt?
Yeah, on my MT5.
Oh, do you trade MT5?
Yeah. So I use the inbuilt. This is just for backtesting purposes. All right, cool. So let's look at our where are we trading. So we are currently trading in SC. Okay, so this is an SC area because this is not the extreme. Yes, it's lower time frame extreme, but on the intraday it's SC. So slingshot for me require 0.25%. Okay, and this is the limit that I'm going to be entering. So 0.25, I'm going to be risking 0.12, so or 0.125 as the half risk.
Quarter% per trade?
It depends. So the way I personally do is I do. Let me just annotate. Okay, so if prices if price is coming into my S, so let's just say something like that. This is the SC, and this is the extreme, right? SC in total, I would have 0.25, and then extreme maximum I have is 0.50. So the reason being is because if price does not hold the SC and come through, and then I have 0.50 here on my way back up to make a new high, can you see how the 0.50 would recover my
Yeah.
0.25% loss and
Yeah.
then some more? Yeah. So that's what I do. Now having said that, another thing that Mike teaches is your risk management, or should I say trade management, right? So the fact that, for example, let's just say I'm in my SC, yeah. I got in here with my limit, like for example, this point here, and then we can see change of order flow, high, low. I'm at break even with partial taken. So let's just say I've secured $50 and my risk was, I don't know, let's just say $10, right? Okay, my risk was $10. When price comes back, I can now, because we'll be bullish times 2 at least minimum for me to set that limit in the first place. And now because order flow is bullish, I can go ahead and put that same risk of $10 plus my remaining order.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I know what you're
Yeah.
saying, bro. Yeah.
So if I was originally going to be placing $20 here, but now because I'm break even on that $10, I can go ahead and set $10 here, making it a risk of $30. Okay. And obviously higher risk, higher reward. That some people do that, some people also do this plus the profit that they've secured as TP1 plus that 50. So
Yeah.
so if it was to get hit, they would only be losing that $20.
Now I'm with you, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what they do. So yeah, cool. All right, so this is SC 0.20, so 0 point thing here, stop loss in pips. Let's figure that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and place the limit on the 80%. 80% blue one here, and then another rule for me is I can place a limit, as I said, if it's like above, no, sorry, if it's times 2 in the direction that you want to go. So this is about 35. I'm going to round it down to about 35 pips. Okay, there you go. So this is 35. 35 pips. Okay, so I should be risking 139, so $140, 0.57 lots. Okay, so I can plug that into here. 139. So I have 111.12, I think.
Tell you something, I didn't know you could do this. So you actually back testing this trade now and placing this trade?
Yeah, as if I have an actual 152. 152, and then come on, make it out. Risk is 139.94. 139.94. That's it, bro. So this is the actual. This is how. The only difference is time has passed. There's nothing else. Nothing
Yeah,
else.
yes. It's like
So,
I've actually taken the trade, isn't it?
well, two things. I'm not counting spread in here because I can't go back and I can't find out spreads from my
Yeah,
broker.
yeah.
That's
But
the
spread's
only.
what
That's the
could be
only
a
thing.
pip, 2 pips if that.
Well, this is EURNZD. It can vary sometimes.
Yeah. You got 35 pip stop loss anyways, aren't you? So you're gonna get filled.
Yeah. So that actually your one, if you was to put that 12-hour one, you would have slightly less
Yeah, yeah.
stop loss with a higher risk to reward, with 2% extra, I believe. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's that set. Now, only other thing I need to do is I need to put this into my before entry sheet. This is going to take care of my psychology. This is going to take care of
Bro,
why
would
I'm
you
even
be able to
entering the
send me this
trade.
journal? Would that be all right, mate?
Yeah, I think I've got an empty one here and there,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna have
please,
a
pal.
look.
And I can
So
I
let
can
me
have a
check
go at
the
back test on the
date.
weekend when my showed us how to do it.
So I'm taking this as if we're here right now. So this is 14th of June, let's just say. So date is 14th of June, 2021 or 2020, 2020, 2020. Okay, and what we're doing is we're buying EURNZD. So weekly, we're bullish. So higher time frame, we're bullish. Intraday, we're bullish. H4, which is lower time frame, up to lower time frame is, oops, bullish, bullish, bullish. Order flow right now is bearish. Okay, so order flow is bearish coming into our point of interest. So we're gonna put that bearish. We're gonna put that bearish. Where are we trading? We are trading at the lower time frame, extreme plus slingshot of intraday. Okay, do we have a break of structure from point of interest? Yes, we do. It broke a new lower time frame high and it broke intraday high. So this is a yes. Do we have an M1? So because we're just placing a limit, we're not on the M1 just yet. So we're just gonna skip that one. Do we have a wick off in there? Yeah, I believe we do have something in there. Let me go back and check. So I guess the other wick off we could put into reaccumulation, but I think on the lower time frame we do have something. Let me just double check. So do I have anything in there? 500. Let's check the 500 maybe. Okay, so we've got yep, so we've got one drive, 1, 2 drive, 3 drive, 4 drive. We can see this is the whole spring, and we can see that's the break of structure, and we're looking for price to come back down to make a test to go up higher. So we got type 1 accumulation in here. So we put accumulation type 1 order block. So we had the 500 plus the 760 minute price level. We didn't have any specific price level. The RNR was 1 to 21 or so. Wait, hold on. We need that to make a new high. That's a 1 to 102.
Love that. So you obviously you see these, and I know you're on the 3-day there, but you'll see these on any time frame.
Say that again.
I'm saying I know you're on the 3-day time frame there, just to make it simple, but you'll see these schematics, and it's the same thing. It's all fractal. You'll see them on any time frame.
Yeah. Imbalance, I'm not sure we have imbalance in there actually. Divergence, we can't tell. We're just placing a limit. Session, I don't know when that is. So I'm just gonna skip that one.
Is this Mike's backtesting journal?
Say that again.
Is this one of Mike's backtesting journals?
Yeah, this is Mike's one. I just added this sheet. This sheet is called before entry. This is what I've personally used to go through the list before I place a trade. If that makes sense. Control pullback. Yeah, we're getting a control pullback.
And is this just for, well, you got one for your proper trades and one for your back
Yeah,
test?
so this one is just for back. It's the same thing though. This one, but this one I just use this one for thing. So that was like the confirmation section. Now we're entering into risk management. So am I willing to let go? Yes. Open position, we don't have any yet. My exit plan. So we've got stop loss below the lower time frame extreme and TP at new lower time frame and intraday high with 0.25% runner as a hedge. What would invalidate this trade? So if we get bearish break of structure to the intraday structure, what are we risking? We are risking currently 0.25, and we said that was 138.94. 138.94, and I can already calculate the new balance if the stop loss was to get hit. So, and that 112. So it was 138. What the hell? There you go. So the new balance is going to be that is that's 11013 1111013 1111013.06.
Well, so you'd have doubled your account on that, basically, yeah?
Yeah, no, actually I missed a couple of trades in that one, but this is what the new balance is going to be after if the stop loss was to get hit from that limit. Okay, and total portfolio risk at the moment is that news what we can't find out pro. So this is going to be lower time. Yeah, so this is lower time frame, intraday, and higher time frame pro.
What does pro mean?
Pro trend or counter trend. So that's what we are. Okay, so now everything is set. I'm okay with the new balance. Psychologically, I'm okay with the new balance. I know exactly percentage at risk, and I know exactly dollar at risk. So I'm emotionally, mentally okay with that. I can now go ahead and proceed. So I'm going to go ahead and place that limit, which is done. Now again, all we have to do is just wait. So we wait. Price is taking its time.
Some of that would have been, you'd have been off that trade set for ages, wouldn't you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna, oops, we tapped in. Okay, so now let's go down into our lower time frame and we can see what price is done. Okay, so
Just missed my entry in it.
so yeah, so you would have missed your entry by 4 pips. 4 pips
Yeah,
on
so you
that
do
one.
need to find that full body, don't you?
So yeah, but having said that, if you're willing to get jumped from the 50%, you would have been tapped in with a 57 pip stop loss. So yeah, I mean in this case the 12-hour and the 760 wasn't that far off, just as you can see 4 pips difference. So but in this case he played a lot because the RNR with this is crazy. So in this case here, look at where price tapped into. Okay, price tapped into this area here, this 80% 760, as well as the 50% 500 and the 1000-minute. Okay, so you know when you was talking about finding that candle, we can go back. So I must have been spending some time trying to find a candle in this as well. So we said it was the 1000-minute. Okay, the 1000-minute was also in there with the 50%. 500 was in there, and then we said the 760 was in there. The 760 was the cleanest of all, but it had confluence with other candles in there. Cool.
Are
So
you are
price,
you on are you on are you on the pro trading view, mate? Do you pay
yeah.
full whack for it? Yeah, that's probably why I can't get a lot of data feed. I am on the paid trading view, but it's not the most expensive one.
No, I'm not on the most expensive one. I'm on the pro one. Which one are you on?
Pro.
Yeah, you should be able to do all of this on pro, bro.
Um, yeah, just pro.
Yeah, I'm on pro, I think. I'm waiting for the Halloween to come because they have deals, like cheap
Yeah,
deals. So
I'm dying to hit a schematic on a second's time frame. Like,
yeah, I'm waiting on that one as well. Okay, cool. Now, so talking about the top down right now, let's watch how price was coming into this. So I'm in with half of a risk. Okay, half of my risk 0.12 is in. We can see here this was that booth break of order flow to the upside. So we have bullish booth. We can see the compression coming into it as well, right? So this is that low, and price pushed in this new low, and price pushed in this new low. which made that the lower high, which made that the lower high in there. Okay, so booth in there now. What? So at this point, what do we know, bro? As I said, remember what I said, the fourth point was the fractal of the market. So at this point in time, what would you be looking for? What are your 2 point of interest? I'm trying to say.
Looking for the spring. I need a full body candle in the spring because of broken structure to the upside. Imbalance, see if there's an imbalance in the spring.
Okay, so this candle right here, let's work it up. Maybe a day. Okay, there you go. The daily is looking good. Try the 20 hour. Nope. We tried 23 hour. Oh, bang on. 23 is good. I don't think we can get any more than that, right? So we can see that 23 is there. Okay, cool. And I like that. Reason being is because that's the candle right here. We can see that's the push. There's no doubt whatsoever in that. That is the push. So I'm gonna put 23 hour in there. I'm just gonna quickly check the daily, see if it's got any. I think it might have. Okay, so very close.
You're not doing wick for, or you just doing open to wick?
I'm just doing body, but I could do a wick. Let's see. The wick 80% line up, not the 50%. But I don't do the thing. I just do the body. Which work, whatever works in it. That's cool. I like this because we have got imbalance within this as well. Okay, so I'm gonna put this, but I'm also gonna label this as my bullish extreme. That's my bullish extreme. And again, the fractal of it, right? What is
Bullish
this?
extreme is a structure point that holds structure.
Yep. But in this case, what is it holding?
Demand, isn't it?
It's holding the order flow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So when is it going to hold lower time frame? So when is it going to hold structure? Once we do what?
Break.
Break what exactly?
If we
You
break
can
the previous low.
How you mean?
Sorry, what did you say again? Sorry.
So when is this point that we looked at here become the extreme of structure and not order flow? What does it need to do?
Oh, when we break a new high, make a new high.
Which is where?
Well, up where we are now. Previously, up the so the last lower
Go
high.
ahead, annotate. Go ahead, annotate.
The last lower high. Yeah. You want to push above that?
Go ahead, annotate. Let me see if you're looking at it right.
What do you mean, annotate?
You can annotate on this, like you can draw.
How?
Just look for, you look for annotate. It says annotate or something. With a pencil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you break this here.
Okay, cool. No. What's holding this lower time frame?
Oh, this here.
Oh,
No.
okay. Nope. So you need to break this. This is what you need to break.
Because that has pushed in this new.
Exactly. So this pushed in that price come into this extreme now, which is where we got this, which is where we have this limit. Once price does this, this becomes the new lower time frame extreme.
Yeah. I'm
So
with you,
this
man.
is what needs to break, and anything in that is what.
So once we've broken structure.
And this is your cause and effect. Okay, this is exactly your cause and effect, bro, because what happened here, your accumulation caused what? Lower time frame high, accumulation caused intraday high. That's that cause, and this was the effect of it coming down. Another cause, another effect, another cause, another effect. Okay, and this is how you also get your market cycle. You have accumulation, you have reaccumulation, you have distribution pushed into your lower time frame or your point of interest extreme, and you have this redistribution that also push it in. Do you understand
Yeah,
now? Now, guess
I
what we're
understand
going to
what
be
you're saying,
looking for?
bro.
We're
Yeah.
looking for this accumulation to go into this reaccumulation, to go into a distribution. Once we break this high here, a distribution go into redistribution, and these help to tap into your lower time frame extreme. Understand?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. Yeah.
So the other question I was going to ask you was, what is all of this here?
Order flow in it.
Order flow. And you could go ahead and play this order flow, right? But what's to say price comes into here and tap into this area of supply, and then we do this,
Yeah,
okay?
you're not going right.
And then
But you want
we,
to, because we're bullish on the higher time frame daily and lower time frame, we want to be trading the buy anyways, don't we? We don't really
yeah,
want to
we
be.
do, yeah, we do. But we don't know who's sitting here as sellers. We don't know what who, and we don't know what kind of volume they've got.
So that's
Clearly,
why
they
we
must,
always wait for a break of structure.
yeah, clearly they must have some sort of volume sitting in here, because look at what they've done. Okay, they did manage to push price down, right? But at this point, this is where bulls and bears are going to fight, because if bears, meaning these sellers, are stronger, then we're going to come back down. But if bulls are stronger here and here, and they've got their plan, then they're going to take the sellers' orders as well as having more to go and make higher highs. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool, lit. So now that's the bullish order flow. Okay, so lower time frame, we play order flow. We're already in, and we've broken order flow here, so we're break even. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put bullish plus break even. Right, we would have already taken some partials, but we'll do that later, I guess. So this is break even as well as TP1 in here. Okay, cool, lit. So let me just quickly look at what was in here. No, okay, so we just come from a weekly, when we worked our way down to the daily, 12-hour, and now we're in a 4-hour, right? Cool. So this is bullish, and then we've done the same thing with structure. We worked our way through structure, and now we're working through our way through order flow now. So we can see this was the accumulation, and we can see this is the reaccumulation. So therefore, this is our SC
Slingshot.
slingshot. Exactly. Okay. So these are our 2 point of interest. We will need to have.
Did Mike patent the word slingshot or something?
Yeah, he did that.
What a
Yeah.
guy.
So here we need an accumulation, and we also need an accumulation in the extreme. Why do we need an accumulation in the extreme right now?
To confirm demand, is it?
Yep. And also because it didn't break structure, did it? It just broke order flow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. That's what we're waiting on. Let's wait for price to come down. As of yet, there's nothing. The only thing we have done is we moved price to break even, and we've taken partials of something like 500 pips. Okay. Cool. Let's see. So nothing here, nothing yet. I would have an alert somewhere in here at the top of that imbalance zone over here. So nothing has alerted me yet. And we have gone ahead. So we've broken this as well. That's not what we're looking. So that area is
Tell you
gone
what,
now.
you've got the exact same thing there again, though.
Say that
Just go
again.
back to where you were. You've got the exact same thing on here. See, like you had, you break a structure, and then you've got your accumulation,
Yep.
spring,
Yep.
break a structure, limit off there.
Yeah. No limit. Oh, this is all order flow, bro.
Is it all order flow, is it?
All order flow. All order flow. Okay. And yes, correct. This is so this is our next play now. Okay. So before, once price made this, okay, this is nothing yet. Once price goes ahead and make this bullish order flow high, then this area is not valid. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so oops. Right. Yeah, you could go ahead, and from here, what's this? So this is 4-hour, maybe daily, 12-hour daily looks all right. So we can see that loss push on our daily. We can go ahead and look at that. Okay, so we tapped into 50%. We do tap in or we don't? Okay, I don't think we tapped into that 80%. Now, this is where my alert would have gone off, and then we can look for the change. Okay, so we can see, I believe this was the 90-minute, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, maybe 40-minute, 39, 29. It was something 19. Oh, might have been the 19. Let me just do it on here just to be. Okay, so this is where we're trade. So it was the 280 and 90. Okay, cool. So this was that daily drop, and then within this we've had the 280 apparently. So let's go back. So this candle here was the 280. All right, we can see that there, and then it was the 90-minute, 280 and the 90-minute. Yep, there you go, somewhere in there. So that little loss drop in here. This is what we'll be waiting for. Let's see. Somewhere there.
Just missed that.
Yep, just. Okay. So, but again, what's wrong with all of this? All of this is just order flow, right? And at the same time, we can see what they're trying to do. Okay, this is a very ugly type 5 distribution, right? Number one. Number two, remember remember market cycle, correct? So what do we have? We started off with accumulation. We then gone into a reaccumulation. We then gone into a reaccumulation here. Now we're going into the distribution. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now because we've gone into the distribution, we broke order flow here. All right. This area comes back in game because this is still the area that is holding bullish order flow. Okay. Because we haven't had a market cycle pullback. We've just had highs and lows, but highs and lows don't mean anything because highs and lows break all the time. That's what makes order flow. Whereas these areas, there's a reason behind it. There's cause. This is the cause and this is the effect. Effect being the new high. This is the cause and this is the effect. And this right now, we're printing a cause to come down into a demand zone as the effect to go up. And this will be the next cause and this will be the next effect. Does that make sense? Yeah. So
yeah.
So now this is back. We can't put a place a list. We do have to wait for price to come back. Hold up. Quickly, look at this. High, higher high. Fair enough. This is what's holding the low. You could have gone ahead and placed a buy in here, and then you could have caught that amount of pips. But high, a new high, how many people do you think is trying to
Buy
catch
in
this?
there.
Okay. Number one. Number two, we've got this pushed in a new
Well,
high.
you can
How many
see now
people?
they're equal. They were equal lows, weren't they, to the left, and then obviously smart money's came down and tapped into it, and
Yep. So okay, cool. Watch this now, right? So we've got equal lows here. We've got the FU candle. Google's going off. Okay, so we've got equal lows. We've got FU candle here. We've got FU candle here with a new high. How many people do you think is trying to enter off here?
loads.
loads, okay, and then next thing you know, this goes down. Why? Because this is just order flow. It would have maybe make sense if this was, hey Google, stop. Um, so if this tapped into a demand zone, maybe like this slingshot here, then maybe that would have hold, but it didn't.
It does look like that though, isn't it? Because you've got that bit there, you've got the accumulation, and you've got the breaker structure to the upside. So
Okay, but
I
what
know
about,
your trained eyed seen that it's all just order flow, but for me, I would have probably looked at that as a valid entry point.
okay, fair enough. I mean, here you could have 100%.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like here, I would have looked at this accumulation here,
Yep,
and then with broken structure, so that's a valid entry point for me.
yep,
But
and
obviously,
you could
you
see,
understand that all this is order flow,
yep, and you could,
and
I
I
mean,
don't.
fair
You
enough.
know what I mean? This is what I need to know. So I appreciate you showing me, man. I do.
Fair enough. No, no, I mean, this would have been a great trade. Should I put this away? Clear that. Because look, we tapped into 80% of this, right? And I do believe there is a good RNO in there, even from that 80% down to here. Okay, 13 to 1. That's great, mate. Anything 10 above 10 to 1 is good. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And we have tapped in bang on 12 o'clock. So everything makes sense, bro. Okay, everything lines up. That you could, but for me, that's order flow. And I'm trying to stay away from that. Why? Because yeah, I could have caught 10%. But then that quickly failed. That quickly failed. Or the only thing that would have happened would be my TP1 would have got hit and that's it. So I'm only getting
Yeah.
0.25% and I'm leaving 0.75% on the table just because I'm trading order flow. I'd rather wait a little bit longer and catch 3/4 and then maybe lose 1/4, if that makes sense. Cool.
Yes, mate.
So we're coming into this now. Taking its time, taking its time. Okay, now look at this, the compression. What is that telling us? That's telling us something, right? Tapped into the zone. Are we in the trade yet? That was a question. Are we in the trade yet, bro?
Oh, sorry. What's that?
Are we in the
No, because
trade
we were
yet?
waiting for the schematic, aren't we?
Yes, exactly. Okay, so we tapped into SC. We will now need to wait for. So let's go down to. Yep, that's clean enough. We got this. Pushed in a new low. Pushed in a new low. So this is what. Oops. So this is what's holding the order flow. And then what happened was we went and we broke it. Bullish order flow. Okay, so go ahead and we come back to it. There you go. Now, a couple of things that I like to look for is, so when a 2 hour, this should, yeah, so this is the 12 o'clock. 1 o'clock is in there. Let me come back down to, okay, that's the exact New York open candle, bro. That's the exact New York open candle. So you was talking about John Fibonacci. This is a concept that I learned from John Fibonacci. Anything that you want to buy or sell, you want to buy below New York open and London open, and you want to sell above New York open and London open. So here we can see this is New York open, 8 o'clock. Sorry, London open, 8 o'clock. And I'm I buying below it? Yes, I am. Okay. Something I've learned from, again, John Phibb as well as Daniel, 8-inch wick, 10th of September. Where's my, okay. He also does the low of the weekly open, and you'll be buying below the weekly open, but I can't find that yet. So I'm just going to be placing off this. So we have got the full volume candle. We have got 50% of it. I'm going to go ahead with the 50% of it. Okay, with stop loss right there. And we'll be taking this to new high. So this, I'm going to go ahead and place my 0.25 now. 0.25. Why 0.25? Because I am break even on the other one. And the stop loss is 15. So I'm going to make it 16. Calculate 277.88. So 25. There you go. So my 118074. So I guess this is where this one. So I'm not going to bother with the remaining one. Am I willing to let go? Yes. Open position we do have is yes. Break even. My exit plan, stop loss below order flow low. Okay, what would I so bearish order flow is what would capital at risk. We've got 0.25%, and that is 27788. 27788. Okay, and then the new thing is 110874. 110874.12. Okay, total portfolio risk 0.25 because we're on break even on the other one, and in use I can't tell. And now this is lower. This is the same thing. Lower time frame, pro. Yep, cool. We're on break even on this one so far. Right, so that's the trade management side done for the first trade, and then now we're entering the second trade. So this is where I can go ahead and place a limit, okay, because we have got booth, we've tapped into an area of order flow demand, and then we're a bit bullish times 3. So now this is where we have that set, and what we have to do is just wait for it. Okay, boom. So we are now in. Okay, so we're now in this, and now what do we need to do? So we're now in. We now need to wait for a new bullish order flow. Okay, where let's go ahead and set our first TP. Okay, so I can see this is an area of supply that pushed in this. Okay, so this is the whole leg. So I'm gonna have my first TP here because I need this demand to invalidate that. So first TP here, second TP, second TP maybe somewhere in here, and then TP3 when we make that new high. So let's see what that looks like. So we have, wait, that's not it, hold up. So that's why sometimes you need to zoom out. Yep, definitely need to zoom out. So this is where TP3 is. This is where we take 25% off. Okay. Then we work our way back down 4 hour. This is where TP2 would be. We make that new bullish high. So another 25% off here. Okay, and then right here, this is where our TP1 would be. So this would be the first, oops, somewhere here. That's the first 25% off volume. Okay. And then that's this is where we go break even on that bullish order flow. Okay, so we tapped in. Okay, let's look at the timing. Perfect timing, 8 o'clock. So London open. That's the London open candle right here. We are in a bit of drawdown right now. Okay, 7-8 pips drawdown, but that soon gets turned around. Okay, boom. So bullish order flow, we're back to break even. Right, let me put this back testing. Okay, total trades we took is 2. Total risk 0.25%. Total RNR, we don't have that. Total break even so far is 2. Time in trade, 1 day, 8 hour. 1 day, 8 hour. setup confirmation. That one is, so for us to enter this trade, we needed to wait for price to make this this high. So it would have taken us from here 176 days, which is crazy.
Mad, ain't it?
But bro, it shows you, man. It shows you the waiting game. I don't know if you do this already with your backtesting, but definitely look to
Bro,
do that.
I'm glad you've done this session, man, because my back testing's not the best, mate. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
once you finish this recording, bro, could you send me it? Because on Saturday I'm just gonna sit and watch through it and just go through it as
yeah,
I'm watching it. Do you know what I mean, bro? It'll
yeah,
help us
yeah.
massively.
Okay, cool. So, whoops, this is in there. Okay, so we haven't, the only thing we've bagged so far, let me, the only thing we have got so far is this trade here, or is this one here. So we're currently at, when price, yeah, so this way we took our first TP. It was a 14 to 1, and we have made, hey Dex, where's my pen, Dex? Ooh, sleep. Oh, sorry, I got my cat next to me. He's in the trenches with me. So we've got 100,
Back testing, bro. Yeah.
113,224 minus. So my new balance with this right now is 113,224 minus 111,152. There is a lot of like not calculation, but there is a lot of messing about, bro. But I do believe that this is what the actual professionals do. Do you know what I mean? One,
Bro, if
one,
that's what they're doing, that's what I'm doing. I don't care. Do you know what I mean?
2, 3, 4,
See, I'm very thing like if someone shows me what to do, I'll do it. Do you know what I mean?
2, 7.
So,
So we're currently in floating profit of 2,000 with this right now, but we're going to be taking 0.25% off. So not 0.25% off. 27219, which is 518.04. Okay, so this is what we've collected so far. So let's go back down to 1 hour and we put it in here. So total profit so far is 518.04. Total risk to reward so far is 15 to 2. Okay, to 2 because we've entered with 2 trades. Okay, cool. Now let's just go down to the lower time frame and let's see. So good days price came into that, very close to that first TP though, very close. Let's see what it does next. Oh, very okay, boom. So this is definitely this one. First TP would have gone. So let's do that again. So we're currently in total floating of 113,96797. Account balance was 111,152. So 113,967 minus 111,152. We have a floating profit of 2,000 times 0.25. So 703.99. Okay. So here we've collected another plus 703.99. Okay. Now we need to reduce this because 0.10 times 0.25% minus 0.25%. So we have a remaining of 0. 0.0625. Okay, and here was 0.12, right? So 0.12 divided by 4
There's a lot of calculations going on, isn't there?
is 0.09 is what we have left. And then this one we have minus 0.24. We have 0.18 as the volume left. Okay, so that's it now. Oh, I've done this one wrong. This one, that was the wrong one here. Need to come back to the daily. Yep, this one here. So 0.2025 divided by 4, 0.31 minus. So here we have 0.09 left. That's it. Okay, so that's what we have got left. We've got 0.09 on that big order, and then we have got 0.18 left percent on this order here. Cool. So we can see now, we can clearly see the accumulation in here as well, by the way. 1 drive, 2 drive, 3 drive here. Now we have to do is just wait and see to our second TP area, which is up in here. Let's see what happens, right? So come back to a 4-hour just to make this go quicker. Boom. Right. Oh, by the way, we here we're definitely going to break even. Break even would have been around here. Okay. We can see we just survived a little bit. Survived by 7 pips. Okay. And then we're gone. We've gone and we made a new order flow high. Okay.
Mitigated from that candle that we entered in, didn't they?
Say that again. Oh yeah, it came back into this.
Mitigated from that candle.
Yep.
Yeah, so we mitigated from that candle.
Yep. So I bet you it came down to 80%. There you go. Okay, so that could have been your other entry. And if you look at this, this was this was 8 o'clock, bro. Okay, so we can take this just to clean up the charts. That's our London candle. And then what's this one right here? That's our, just to make it proper. Okay, 8 o'clock right there. And then this one here is our 1 o'clock candle. Boom, right there. So can you see how they're playing with each other from London, New York, London, New York? This was London, New York in here. What did they do? They came back into it. This was London, New York in here. What did they do? They came back into it. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's another thing as well in here. That could have been another trade. Again, this would have been order flow, so 0.10 on that one. All right. Or another 0.25 because we would have gone to break even. Okay, and just to make a new high here, that's already a what? 12 to 1, well, 11.5 to 1. Okay. But I'm not going to count that. That's it now. So we're in the trade. We're just going to wait. Keep this aside here. Where's it going?
Click back into that again.
Where we are. Oh wow. Okay, cool. This is where we are. All right, cool. So this is where we are. All right. So again, same thing in this one, man. I think we are playing off this one. So we came into this, and guarantee you how much you wanna bet this is looking like a accumulation in here right now. You can just see with the wicks and everything, mate. So if you do go down to the lower time frame very quickly, all right, it's a very ugly one, I must say, very ugly one. But we do have low price pushing a new low, price pushing this new low. So this is that booth. Now, if we can get a low to go up higher, okay. But I personally wouldn't be sticking to that. Sorry, we wouldn't be looking to enter that. Just we need to go ahead and have some shift behind it. Okay, so this is it, bro. Just to see if I missed anything. Yep, just to see, bro. Like, did you like this was the top down to it? Okay,
Yeah,
top
I loved it, man. Loved it.
with accumulation, reaccumulation, reaccumulation, distribution. But what did that distribution do? Nothing. That distribution tapped into this demand zone that was
Demand.
holding the SC. That gave us that entry to go up. So that's this one here, and then we would have got another entry up in this one. It was 35, yeah, 35 pips somewhere in there, and then that went up to a potential of 22. You could say 19, 20 to 1. And then currently floating at a 7 to 1. But we had enough chances for you to take partials. First partials would have been here, 12 to 1, which is very good. And then I don't know if that
How long are
is
you holding your trades for, GK?
It depends, mate. It depends. Like for example, this UCAD one, I'm just gonna be holding it because you can do hedges, you can do everything, mate.
Because
Literally,
if you trade with an account, you're trading
so
with
that
an account like a funded account, and that if you take up your margin, can't
you
it?
broke up a lot,
Sorry,
bro.
man. Yeah, sorry, but I'm saying if you trade it with a funded account, you could be taking up some of your margin for these trades, couldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. Cool. So that's that. Yeah, mate. I mean, any other questions before we hop off and jump on Zach's? Any questions you had, bro? Don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Hey, bro. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, I can't hear you.
No,
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah. Must have been with the
they're
connection.
still hearing me. Yeah,
Yeah.
all
Sorry,
good, bro. Bro, yeah.
what was you saying?
I'm saying EURNZD, we've tapped into that area. I'm just looking at it now.
Okay.
So we haven't quite got a higher time frame breaker structure, have we? If I can say that.
Yeah, not
Sorry,
yet.
mate. Yeah, we do, don't we?
Mm-mm.
On the 1 hour, do we? On the 1 hour, yeah.
Let's see.
Took some Asian highs out.
Yep. But so what I personally would want to happen is we can clearly see this is a supply point that's holding this leg. You see that?
Yeah.
So I would need price to go ahead and do this, or even better, go ahead and just take out this whole thing. Okay, and then come back down. This is where I'll be looking for an accumulation. We can see there is a very slight imbalance in here. I think this is 10 o'clock. Let's see if that is 10 o'clock. Because if that's 10 o'clock, then yep, there you go, 10 o'clock. All right. So I'm not going to count that wick. I am going to look at this as the imbalance that's sitting here and here. And that this wick never existed because that's 10 o'clock. We don't know if that's true price action or not. So once price does give us that booth, looking for a nice pullback coming into this area of accumulation, entry there, stop loss there, and off we go. So, yep, cool. Happy days, mate. Happy days. But yeah, definitely look to do this. There was another hedge. I can't remember what was it. What was it done? Which one was it? Let me just go down. So if you need to up your game on hedging,
I don't even know how to hedge, bro. I think I just want to master iron these schematics
yeah,
up and
yeah,
find
yeah, yeah.
valid
Take your
areas
time
to
with it.
supply and demand before I start hedging trades. Definitely.
100%. Take your time with it, bro.
What's that, mate?
Yeah, I said 100%. Take your time with it.
Yeah, definitely.
It wasn't that one. It wasn't this one. It wasn't this one. GJ wasn't GJ. It wasn't Euro GBP. Might have been new chef. Nope. What was it? I think it was NZD something. Euro odd. Might have been Chef J. No. No. Yes. Oh, yes. It was this one. I'll leave this one for another day, but do some of your own back testing on this one, bro. Okay. And then what we can do is we can look to backtest NZD CAD, right? Again, a lot of information on market cycle in this that I've seen for myself. So I saw market cycle, I saw obviously structure players, I saw higher time frame going into market fractal, and the last thing was hedging. Okay, so don't look at my chart too much. I want you to do it by yourself first, and then what we can do is we can come together and compare it. Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll do that over the weekend, bro. And if you want to jump on, maybe I don't
Cool.
know,
I
Monday
am.
night or
Yep, I'm free, bro. Hit me up anytime. I've always got time for the charts, bro. So hit me up.
cheers,
Um,
man.
and
Cheers.
then we can
Tell you
jump.
what
We
to do,
can.
mate. I'll hit you up on. I'll give you the message on IG, mate. I'll give you my number. Because we can jump on WhatsApp or something, mate, and have a crack on there if you want.
Cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. I'm done, bro. I'm done. Okay. So don't forget to do your structure. Do your structure. Make a list of your structure. Write down notes and stuff like that. Start from a higher time frame. Walk your way down, just like how we did today. Look for your accumulations. You look for your extremes, your slingshots, and then go from there, mate. Okay. Go from there and remember
Lovely,
your
man.
market cycle. All right.
Appreciate your time, bro.
No
Thank you
worries,
very
bro.
much.
No worries, man. Catch you in a bit.
See you later, pal.